G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. Well, that didn't take long. Didn't take long at all. The problem with the mental health system, I've just figured it out. There's no connection. They remain at arm's length. Tell you why. I rang the hospital before I made my last video and I was pissed. And I spoke and I had challenges trying to get to talk to somebody. And then I did speak to somebody and she triggered me and she rang me back and I hung up on her. And I rang back to apologise to her and I got some guy named Danish. So I just asked Danish where he was from and he said Australia. And I said, well, Danish is an unusual name and it sounds Asian. He said, yes, I got it from my father. And when I started to ask him questions, he shut me down. And I wasn't trying to, I was just trying to be a mate. So then I'll ring back after he hangs up on me. See, because rejection, this is one of my triggers with my PTSD. See, this is the problem with the fucking mental health system too. They don't look into who you are. It's all, you have PTSD, we treat PTSD. That's a fucking problem. No psychiatrist I've ever been to has ever had the time to do anything than prescribe drugs and have a general chat. Not a deep in-depth. I have had the most brilliant counsellor. And he's not my counsellor anymore. He's my mate. Again, that dawned on me the other day. He wants to be my mate and walk beside me as a mate, not as a counsellor. Because we connected. And I've asked him for the name of another counsellor. Because on this journey of redress and getting compensation for what happened to me as a kid, oh shit, I bit my tongue, is maybe I should shut up now. It's going to be brief. So then I ring back and speak to a Fiona. And I asked Fiona who the director of the unit was. Why do you need that? It was. I wish I'm going to start recording all these calls. Hopefully they're recorded because I'm going to request the call that I made to the hospital. And they rang me back, so they identify who calls in, so they can call back. So there must be a record. We'll do a FOIA, a Freedom of Information Act request, or a GIPA. I'm not sure what it's called here in ACT. But let's go on a journey together and let's find out how much they care. Because I reckon I've just stumbled upon the failure of mental health and why we still have such a high suicide rate. I'm no genius, but I tried to kill myself 5 times during COVID and a beautiful dog stopped me on every occasion. Once I put a knife to my wrist. 4 other times I stood on top of a ladder with a rope around my neck and he stuck his head out the window and looked at me. And the conversation he and I had was, really, Daddy? Really, Daddy? You're going to leave me here? So he's my mate. And that's why, another reason why I was able to come out from under the bridge is I discovered how much of a mate he is. Because I was grieving so much for my Chelsea dog that I missed what was in front of me, what was beside me, what loved me, what when I rouse on him, he crawls in my lap because he doesn't want to disappoint me. And I don't rouse on him that much because he's such a good bloody dog. And Smiley and your family that gave him to me, I love you so much for doing that. Guys, I'm going to end it there because we're at 4 minutes 21. Hey, how good is this? I'm a professional TV presenter. We better get on the proper voice now. Today I'm going to go to Parliament House and I'm going to hear Uncle tell a Dreamtime story. And I'm looking forward to hearing a story, a Dreamtime story. A man yarning up. So boys, let's have a yarn up. Let's sit around a fire. Let's get back to basics. You don't take your car, you don't take your boat, you don't take your caravan, you don't take your overseas holiday that you had last year, you don't take your house with you when you go to God. or go to worms or whatever it is you believe in. Hopefully what we leave is the legacy. What we leave, when we touch someone. Hopefully a life that we've touched and we've impacted. We put a smile on a face. That's what I love about walking my dogs on the lead through a shopping centre. People smile. I love it when I see people smile at my dogs. Because the smile means happiness. There's enough sadness in this life. I'm going to start refusing to participate in sadness. Oh, happy days when Jesus washed. He washed the sins away. Oh, happy day. Love and licks, people. Love and licks.